Let's talk about the Tesla Model Y. And some of you might be seeing that the Tesla Model Y is completely sold out in certain markets and everything. And we'll talk about why that potentially is, what's like the thought process behind that, and what could be happening, what I actually think is going to be happening in the next couple weeks. Because yes, it's actually the midway month of September, and I bet we're going to start to see a different inventory switch in the near future. The Tesla Model Y is sold out. You might be shopping right now for a Tesla Model Y with what, almost 2 weeks left to the month, and you might be seeing screens like this with nothing available in your area, or you might be seeing screens like this where there's plenty of Tesla Model Ys that could be available in a certain market. And so let's talk about why this actually is, what's the thought process behind this, and why I think this is actually happening in various markets in the US, and most importantly, why what could come up in the near future if this is the case in these last 2 weeks for Tesla. But the one thing is for sure, if you're looking to be getting into a Tesla vehicle, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. I think if you talk to any of the Tesla reps, they say that, especially if you're in like California or Texas, they say you'll probably still get it by September. And I think there's a reason why they are saying that. And so if you want to just be added to the Tesla list, you can get up to $250 off by using a Tesla referral code down below into the description. So here's why I think this is. So if we look at like California markets or even Texas markets, you kind of see the same thing: no inventory or lack of inventory. I had people comment like the Portland market, like West Coast type of markets, basically markets that are near the factories where they can get vehicles quicker, they have pretty much sold out. Or really, it's maybe they've not shown too many inventory on websites, because if you think about it, as Tesla ramps to try and get production and vehicles sold, or really get vehicles to further locations from the factories, because there's two factories, of course, there's one in Texas and one in California. And so logistically, for them to get vehicles across the country, it's going to take them more than a week. It's going to probably take them like 2 weeks. And so probably Tesla, what they were doing, they were ramping up inventories for like these East Coast areas, sending as many Model Ys and Model 3s that they actually can to those areas to stock up for the inevitable rush by the end of the quarter, end of September timeframe. But maybe there was too many Model Ys sent to a certain area, because look how many are available in this market, which is a stark contrast to like the California market, which we don't see any of them here for sale here. And so what I think is going to happen, especially maybe even this week or next week, Tesla is pretty much going to stop trying to transport. All those transports are going to be pretty much hitting there, or already have hit there. And then there's just going to be a little bit of a, I don't know if there's going to be a flood of inventory, but we'll start to see more inventory for the Model 3s and Model Ys in the California and other relating close markets as well. And so I personally think we're going to see essentially what we're seeing in like these markets, where you'll see plenty of choices, plenty of different options that you can choose from. And I think we'll start to see more inventory discounts. Like this one right here is a $760 discount with almost 1,500 miles on it. I think we'll start to see much more of those as more demo discounts start to drop. Like this one right here, only 3 miles on it with a $520 discount. And so that's personally what I think could be happening in the near future. And so if you're still on the fence and if you haven't placed an order yet, I would probably just keep monitoring the Tesla inventory websites to see if anything starts to pop up with a nice discount and everything. Or you can go into the local Tesla store, you can text Tesla, create a relationship with one of the reps or anything to try and see what could be available in your area and everything. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. And we do have a deal checklist. If you want our 17-step guide on how to save thousands off of your next Tesla, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. The first 50 people that use promo code YouTube get 40% off. So thank you to everybody that supported the channel, and check it out for yourself down below. And so I personally think as we get into these next 2 weeks of this last quarter of last month, I think we'll start start to see more inventory discounts. I don't think Tesla is going to change anything on the offer side. A lot of people ask like, oh, do you think there's going to be another incentive or like a last minute incentive? I don't think that is going to be the case. I'm pretty much thinking that they have hit what they wanted to do with their balance of inventory, especially as we get to the end of the month and end of the quarter. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking on financing your Tesla. Then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.